When you get on Body Game, your energy will change. And when your energy changes, a lot of people will pick up on it. Some people are gonna mess with you more, and some people are going to start hating on you. And I told a story maybe a couple weeks ago. When I went to this gym, I was thinking about trying out Muay Thai, and after that first workout, I was kind of on the fence. I was more leaning, so yeah, I'm probably not going to come back, because I went to this boxing class and the coach, he sat down the whole time, extremely obese. And I said, if this dude's training me, I want him to be in shape. And I understand some guys aren't in the best shape, but they can coach a class. They really know the fundamentals. But when you sit down the whole time, you haven't shown me anything, but then y'all talking about, oh, he's so good with technique and this and that. It's like y'all just trying to sell me. And I told the guy, I'm the type of person, if I sign up, I'm going to sign up for a year. I'm going to pay the whole thing. And that was one thing that stood out to me, how this overweight guy sat down the whole time. But the second thing that stood out to me, they were too salesy. And they also mentioned that nobody talked to me at the gym. Nobody, not a single person. There was 2 people that talked to me, but they worked at the gym. But besides the people that worked at the gym, nobody said a word to me. And that really rubbed me the wrong way. I don't expect everybody to be trying to chop it up with me. There was a good bit of people in there, but for nobody to say a single word, it really just felt odd. Because maybe the gym I'm used to was a smaller gym, so you kind of try to get to know somebody. But still, for nobody to say anything to me. And I think a big part of that is the body game. And see, they actually called me yesterday, and after yesterday, I knew I made the right decision. The guy, he called me, he like, hey Cole, how you been? Did you want to try to get another workout in? And I was like, I appreciate it, but I think I'm good. And before I even finished the sentence, he hung up on me. So I said the only 2 people that were talking to me, they were just trying to get $1 out of my pocket. And the second they knew I wasn't going to sign up for a year, they didn't want to talk to me at all. It wasn't no, okay, man, if you ever change your mind, have a good one. It was none of that. It was just beep, 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 and that kind of blew my mind. And I said, after that, I knew I made the right decision. Because these people are just trying to get money. They don't really care about trying to get people better. They're all just trying to hustle. And that, I could really feel that energy. It's like, this just a money grab, dog. They was pushing me to sign up way too hard. Oh, if you sign up today, we'll give you a discount. It's just like, that shit was rubbing me the wrong way. And then you got this coach that's sitting down the whole time. And the dude was like, oh, what could we have done better? It's like, I don't want to keep it real with you. What, I'm going to tell you that this coach is obese and he sat down the whole time? Like, I'm not going to tell you that. But I think the main thing that really made me not want to sign up was like, nobody said a word to me. It's like the only 2 people talking to me, they're trying to get money from me. Is that the type of environment I want to be around? And I think a big part of that is the body game. And one of the guys that worked there, he mentioned multiple times, oh, you're already in shape, you're in good shape. That was kind of like, okay, bro, like, I get one time, but then saying it multiple times, and then nobody else in there talks to me, I'm kind of like, hold on, this some weird energy. But see, that happens a lot when you get on Body Game. A lot of guys will have weird energy around you. Now, some people, they're gonna give you more respect because of it, especially when it comes to the women. Yeah, they gonna mess with you more. But there's also gonna be a lot of guys that are insecure, and they start to look at you in a negative light. They might not like you because you're on Body Game, but now they're gonna say, oh, he's cocky, he's arrogant, he's feeling himself. They're gonna just start throwing all these terms at you. And I've talked about it before. A roommate I used to have, Cole's always talking shit. Oh, you say all this shit behind people's back, but you don't say nothing to anybody's face. And I said, okay, I'm pulling up on you right now. We can talk about this right now. I said, man, tell me one thing. Since I talk shit about everybody, tell me one thing that I said about you. He couldn't name a single thing. He couldn't name one single thing. He said, oh, you remember one time you talked about my dad to this lady? I said, is that talking shit about you? Because I said a thing about your dad, that's the truth. And I told him, I said, maybe I shouldn't have spoke on that because that's none of my business. But a lady asked me a question about your dad, so I told her what it was. I didn't think it was that deep. And I said, if that's the case, I apologize for that. But besides that, I talk all this shit about everybody. What's one thing I've said about you? He's like, oh, it's a lot, man, it's a lot. I said, well, we got time. I just need one thing. I couldn't name one thing. And the truth of it is, he started hating on me because his girl started choosing on me. He started hating on me because his girl started choosing on me. She seen that physique and she wanted to turn to a freak, but she dating the wrong roommate. That was her words. After he found out his girl said, I'm dating the wrong roommate, Now he has all these issues with me. Now he's hating on me. Now Cole's, oh, he talks shit. Now Cole, oh, he's cocky, he's arrogant, whatever it may be. And that's why I talk so much shit about some of my roommates, because it's like, hell, they were saying I've been talking shit. I said, no, that's not me talking shit. I really can talk my shit. You must not know me like that. You done been around me all these years. You haven't seen me talk some shit for real. Yeah, you haven't seen me. You haven't seen me when I really run my mouth. But that's when I really realized how much a motherfucker will hate on you when you stand out from the crowd, when you have a nice physique. And that's why I always try to get guys around me to get in the gym. Like, look, bro, you can get after this too. But a lot of times when they slacked off, they're not getting the same type of attraction. Now they're gonna start throwing all these terms at you. Oh, he's cocky, he's arrogant, he talks shit and this and that. But really, they just feel insecure because they don't match up. Because you're taking the spotlight off of them. And sometimes it be your own people. It be your own people, dog. So that's the main thing I realized when it comes to body game and your energy. It kind of makes people take a side. They're gonna like you more or they're gonna hate you more. You're gonna start seeing the little sneak disses. You know, there's been times I was talking to a chick and her parents already don't like me even though they never met me. They just seen the physique on Instagram. Now they like assuming the worst. But it's because that dude doesn't feel good about himself. He doesn't feel good about his physique. Because if standing next to you, he doesn't feel good about himself. Standing next to you, he feels like he's a shit ass. He realizes he's a shit ass. So that's why you get so much hate. That's why they don't like that energy. That's why they don't like a confident man. Because it puts the mirror back on them. They're gonna look for a whole bunch of different reasons not to like you. But a lot of times, it's like the base of the reason why some people don't like you. He got a nice physique. He makes me look like shit. Now they're looking out different reasons. Oh, he looks like he's arrogant. He looks like he's cocky. Oh, he's feeling himself too much. They'll throw out all this different bullshit. But man, that's all I got for y'all. When you get on body game, your energy will change. And a lot of guys won't like it. Now the women, they gonna dig it. Most of these women, they gonna dig it. I'd say the vast majority of women, they're not really intimidated by it. But men, you'll run into a lot of guys that don't like it. You know, now some guys, they gonna fuck with you more. They're gonna have more respect for you. A large portion of these guys, they're gonna start hating on you. They're gonna just try to tell themselves all this negative stuff about you to make themselves feel better. But that's all I got. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch y'all boys in the next one.